Loud and clear.
Hey, Joey.
Perfect, thank you.
So the coach played the World Cup. So the coach played in the World Cup in Uruguay. Okay. And he coached Chile in the latest World Cup. He was the defensive coach. So the players that don't play in the league, but every other player plays in the South America Super Rugby League.
Hello and welcome to the Hong Kong Football Club for the first match in this two-game series between Hong Kong, China and Brazil. I'm Ashton Hyde and I'm here to bring you all the live play-by-play action for what promises to be a fiercely contested matchup between these two passionate sides. Joining me today in the commentary box is former Hong Kong international Jamie Hood. Great to have you with us today, Jamie.
Hi Ash, it's great to be here and what is a beautiful, cool, dry day at Hong Kong Football Club.
Well, Jamie, these teams have only met twice before, but they've already delivered some pretty unforgettable moments. If we rewind back to July, it was an absolute nail-biter, with Hong Kong snatching victory in the dying seconds with a dramatic try in the corner, and then Nathan Deterry, as cool as ice, slotted that nerve-wrecking conversion that broke the Brazilian hearts. You could feel the tension in the air as the kick sailed over, sealing a 26-25 win for Hong Kong China and leaving the Brazilian side devastated. Now for Hong Kong, this game isn't just about adding value to their win record, it's a critical stepping stone with the 2025 Asia Rugby Championship looming on the horizon, a tournament with massive stakes for the home team. For the first time, the winner of the ARC will go directly to the 2027 World Cup in Australia, and every match leading up to that tournament is an opportunity for Hong Kong to sharpen their game, build cohesion and solidify as a team. And today's match is a key part to that journey to rugby's biggest stage. And on the other side we have Brazil coming here with a chip on their shoulder and plenty to prove. They were in control for most of that July match and they'll be looking to show up and prove that they can finish strong today. The Brazilian team is known for its physicality and they'll be throwing everything at Hong Kong China, trying to make a statement. And here we have the Brazilian team with the big boys up front. We've got Nelson, Ferreira and Blade, and then the most capped Brazilian player is the number 12, Duque. He'll be looking to make a real impact today, Jamie.
Yeah, some big boys out there for Brazil, some massive bodies moving around in the warm-up. The Hong Kong team today, we've got some fantastic big men in the back row as well. We've got Joshua Hurstich and Luke van der Smit. We'll be looking to get Hong Kong over the gain line. That teamed with the creativity of Nathan Deterry at 10 and also Matteo Abitable as well at number 15. And also a big shout out to Maxwell Thrickeld in his debut today and a few other debuts on the bench.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what Maxwell can bring to this team. It's his first run out today for the Hong Kong side. He is a young man that's played in the under-20 championship for both USA and Hong Kong, but he's getting capped here today, so a lot of pressure into that very difficult position of centre, but I'm sure he's up to the challenge. We also have another man making his debut today is Sunair Famitau, which will be looking to create a lot of impact. He's a big ball-carrying prop, so I'll be excited to see him play. And here we have the Hong Kong Red Dragon bringing out the match ball.
Yeah, the crowd is slowly building here. The Force Gate stand on the far side of the pitch is starting to amass some good supporters, as is the Sportsman's End, and I'm sure they're going to be treated to some fantastic physical running rugby today.
Yeah, great conditions to throw the ball around, and we know both of these teams like to play expansive rugby, so hopefully we will be in for plenty of tries and a great test match. We're just moments away from the two teams running out. There is your Hong Kong captain, Joshua Hurstich, leading out his side. Great to see the young'uns getting to run in with them as well. And here is your Brazilian team, Calber Gelado Diaz leading the side. A big ball-carrying number 8. He will be looking to make a real impact early on today. There's a lot to prove here for both sides, and it is a critical match in this two-game series. The first today, the next is next week in Kai Tak. And what a beautiful place to have that second series and the first international test match that will be played there, Jamie.
Yeah, fantastic new facility over there in Kai Tak. Was lucky enough to have a tour there a couple of weeks ago. The main stadium is absolutely fantastic, and the smaller stadium outside where the next test match we played will be a fantastic setting for what will be a brilliant game, between Hong Kong and Brazil. So fantastic to see rugby getting over there and then taking advantage of that facility.
Yeah, it's a great curtain raiser to the upcoming Hong Kong Sevens, which will also be played at Kai Tak. and a lot of people will be eagerly awaiting that to come over for one of Hong Kong's greatest rugby events. Now, both teams are looking to bring their squads out for their respective national anthems. Hong Kong donning their new kit today in the dark blue, and Brazil in their well-known white, green and gold. Match officials today are Ruben Keane from Australia. He will be running the refereeing duties from the centre of the stage. And then helping him out is Katsuki Furushi and Morgan White as the assistant referees.
I didn't get other kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Brazil. And please remain standing for the national anthem of the People's Republic of China.
And there you have it. Both teams are fired up and ready to go here today. Only moments away from kickoff. So get comfortable. This one has got all the ingredients to be an unforgettable contest. It's Hong Kong, China versus Brazil right here, right now.
Just cutting in
the Hong Kong China mascot bringing out the game ball, a fan favourite.
Hong Kong will be looking for a fast start. Try and move this big Brazilian pack around the pitch.
Okay, am I ready to go? Am I?
So we've got Hong Kong, China kicking off on your screen from right to left.
Hold. Where's Cleaver? I'm still holding? We're good to go. Good to go. Okay, time's on.
Ruben Keane gets us underway, and Nathan Deteri puts it up high. Well taken there by Ben Donald.
Okay, ball's available. Use it!
Spargo gets it back. Nice box kick from Spargo. Up and under that, Zavatabile. Lauder. McKinley West getting into his work early. Deteri looks for the skies. Puts it up high, but it's well taken there. And the return kick. Vanderschmidt. Vanderschmidt, big ball carry here from Vanderschmidt. Gets dealt with well, though. Solomona with a great out the back door. Gets it wide to Hickson Smith. Hickson Smith puts his head down. A nice pull. Some good movement here from Hong Kong early. Faisal Solomona Penacia gets the offload. Out to Axton Barrett. And it's Vanderschmidt again on the edge. Lauder finds his captain, Hurstich. Deteri out the back door. Axton Barrett with some good footwork. Gets over the top to the new man. Callum Scott there. Puts the shoulder in. Hong Kong trying to hold an attack, but Lauder gets taken care of. And Ben Axton Barrett has to go into halfback. But it's a bit messy there at the back of the ruck. But they do well to get it away. And it's Rory Cinnamon.
Hold. Count is fine.
Good clean out there from Faisal. Making it tidy. Strong carry back on the short side, and it's Lauder. Getting it back to his captain, Hurstich. Deteri switching back to McKinley West with some footwork. Pryor running strongly into contact. Gets it back to Vanderschmidt. The defence is holding up well here for Brazil. Deteri to Axton Barrett, a wide ball over the wall, and he's got a lot of space, and he can move this kid. He's going for the line. He gets taken just outside the 5 metre, but Rory Cinnamon is there to play halfback. Gets it across to Jenkinson, and they've got the advantage. So they got free ball here, Hong Kong. Vanderschmidt carrying well. Hot on attack here, Hong Kong. Deteri, Axton Barrett finds Threakle, but he's met in a massive collision.
So one's midfield.
But they've got the penalty advantage, Hong Kong, so it'll be interesting to see what they want to do here. Hot on attack. What do you think, Jamie?
Yeah, lovely opening exchanges there from Hong Kong. You can see when they use the little disguise, the ball out the back with the little tip plays, the Brazilians are struggling to cope with that sort of interplay from Hong Kong. But if they just have a straight carry, Brazil with the big bodies have got a solid defence. So lovely, lovely possession rugby there from Hong Kong in the opening exchanges. As you say, it'll be interesting to see what they do here, but it looks like they're going for the 3 points, get some points on the board nice and early.
Yeah, and I think Andrew Douglas will be pretty happy with that opening stanza of play. They got the ball through the hands, a lot of their key players making some good meters there and rewarded with the 3 points.
Yeah, I think they'll be looking to play with that tempo throughout this match, and that'll be the real test. Can they keep that tempo nice and high for the full 80 minutes?
And no problems there for Deteri, so that makes the scoreline to 3-0. Hong Kong open up against Brazil.
Good to see the debutant Maxwell Threakle get his hands on the ball on numerous occasions in that opening exchange. Lovely little offloads as well. That'll give him plenty of confidence going forward.
Yeah, they're really looking to play here, Hong Kong, China. They're moving the ball really nicely. A couple of the big boys getting the ball out the back door. But Brazil get it high. A bit messy there from Mark Pryor. The advantage to Brazil. Number 14, Pinheiro. Oh,
advantage, knock off.
It's a bit of a coach kill, that, isn't it, Ash? You go up on the scoreboard 3-0, no mistakes in the first opening stanza of the match, and then we give away a knock-on off the kickoff. But interesting to see the scrum, the first scrum of the match, 3 minutes in.
Stability on
Yeah,
each ball.
this Brazil pack is a fiercely large
Wait for
pack.
and
Up
stability.
front, we've got Nelson, Ferreira and
Mark,
Blade
please.
looking to pack down against Cinnamon, Scott and Solomona. So this will be interesting to see, but those kickoffs, they're one of the hardest parts of rugby to get right, but it's also important after getting points to be able to back it up. So this Hong Kong-China scrum will be looking to put a lot of pressure on Brazil. But let's see, as we see Rory Cinnamon here.
Set!
A good collision, but it looks like it went down on the loose head side for Brazil, so they're going to reset the scrum. That first scrum is always a bit of a test. Each of the packs just trying to feel each other out.
Elbow up. Okay. I understand.
Brazil with a relatively flat black line here. They'll be looking to get the Moses Duque, their most capped player at number 12 on the ball nice and early, and build the play around him.
He's a strong ball carrier and has plenty to offer, but they've got to get the set piece right first.
Bind! Set!
That's a good platform. And Brazil get the wood on them early.
And looked for a second that Hong Kong had got that against the head, but I think the sheer power of the Brazilians managed to win the penalty.
Yeah, that's something that Hong Kong will need to correct going forward. Can't give away those key penalties in this part of the field. And Brazil look to strike back and point for the poles, so they'll be looking to hit right back after Hong Kong started so well.
Yeah, make no mistake, this is going to be a very tight test match here, as it was in Brazil previously. They come down to errors from teams. Hong Kong having to work very hard for their first 3 points. Brazil, a penalty from a scrum.
And it's Lucas Zar Trenkes who's going to be lining this one up for Brazil. And you're right there, Jamie. It just came a bit all too easy there for Brazil. China won't be happy with that. But they get another opportunity to get back down the right end of the field after this penalty attempt. And Zar Trenkes smacks it over, so it's 3-3 down here at the Hong Kong Football Club, and as we imagined, hotly contested match so far. Hong Kong China will look to retaliate here and build on those phases that they did so well at the start of the match. Deteri goes high. Donald well taken for Brazil.
Okay, use it!
And again, Spargo looks to do the box kick.
It's taken back.
Gets it away. Lauder, well taken by Lauder.
Great take from Jamie Lauder there, diffused that very nicely.
And he's back to get the pass away. And it's Vandersmith. Deteri finding Solomona Penacia out the wide channels. And Deteri himself taking it to the line. Good counter ruck there from Brazil. And they've got a turnover. And Spargo puts the boot to it. And a fantastic little boxy from Spargo gets Brazil down into the Hong Kong-China half.
Yeah, a little flavour of what Brazil will be doing today. They're looking to contest those contact areas, not necessarily with a jackal, but just with trying to blast the Hong Kong forwards off the ball. And Hong Kong were a little bit lucky here. That ball didn't kick on and stay in play. There's nobody at home for Hong Kong.
Yeah, this Brazilian pack is being very dominant up front, especially at the breakdown. Jenkinsons does well at the back, and they look to maul out from their own half. Does Hong Kong China. They want to retaliate and show them that they've got a bit of muscle behind them, as well as Lauder gets it through to Deteri, goes wide, but misses his target. But luckily they
Number 3, side it.
had the advantage. Number 3, the
The
tight
side,
head
come
prop
through the side.
Blade going in on the side there.
Number 3.
So get out of jail for Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, Hong Kong obviously very confident in their mauling abilities there.
To the side.
We'll look to challenge Brazil, look to challenge that forward pack to get them moving around.
Yeah, it's going to be critical for Hong Kong to try and tire out some of these big Brazilian forwards. And the line-out drive is definitely a way to do that. Deteri getting the ball just in front of the 10-metre mark into the Brazilian half. So a good attacking platform here.
Okay.
As Scott gets the ball and looks to get us underway. Jenkinson, well taken again. Axton Barrett, big collision in the midfield from Axton Barrett, but he gets the ball away, finds the hands of Rory Cinnamon. Mark Pryor bounces it up, it's gone backwards. Lauder goes back to Herstich.
Just need to get themselves in a better shape here.
A small knock on
Off on the floor.
while he was in the collision. So that's going to be a scrum to Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil's defensive organisation really strong around the set piece and in those close quarter
time off.
channels. I really think Hong Kong have got to try and test them a little bit wider in that 13 and wing channel.
What's up?
That's a tough one, that one. Just on the ground. Joshua Herstich has been such a key player for this Hong Kong China side. He gets through a lot of work, a lot of ball carries.
Hong Kong China be concerned to see Ben Axton Burnett down on the pitch there, just receiving some treatment. It's a big carry for him off that first phase. Seems to be suffering for something.
Massive collision, wasn't it? So he's just getting looked at.
Yeah,
while
well,
the
thank you.
respective forward packs get a bit of a breather and a bit of a
They're
water
outside. Yep.
before this next scrummage.
He's up now, but it's something worth mentioning. Hong Kong going with a 6-2 split on the bench today, so obviously thinking that they're going to need a lot of forward replacements throughout this match, but a bit of a gamble going with two backs on the bench.
It certainly is. You
Pass
can
out. Okay.
see the rationale behind it. This is such a big and dominant
Let's get
forward
up,
pack
set
for
up.
Brazil, so they want to match that with the extra reserves. There's Andrew
3 of us,
Douglas.
yes. We can get it.
Will be
Okay, let's set up, please.
having mixed emotions with how his team has started this
Like I
match.
said,
They've
you're
looked
good.
very
Fire.
good with
Okay.
ball in hand, but a few little errors have started creeping in and cost them
Okay.
dearly,
Time is
with
back
Brazil
on.
capitalising on every little mistake that Hong Kong China are making. And a great attacking platform here, right on the halfway for Brazil. Let's see what they can do with quality possession.
Behind! Set!
And that's a good scrimmage from the Brazilians. And they get another penalty.
You're not staying square.
This time against Faisal Solomon Penasia. Just coming in on the angle
Going across.
a little bit too much. You could say that Nelson is getting the wood on him a little bit early in this contest.
It's going to be a huge attacking
Shot.
platform for Brazil there.
Shot.
They've got a big kicker as well, so anywhere in around the halfway line is going to be a shot to goal, I think. Hong Kong have to be squeaky clean with not just penalties, but also little handling errors that could be knock-ons.
Yeah, Zadriquez shapes up to the poles, and he's going to look to bang this one over again. Quite a long kick. He's just outside the halfway point, so this will really test his length. But we've seen in the past he has got a reasonably good boot. In the warm-ups, we saw him knocking them over from a similar distance. You must say, Jamie, it's the small errors from Hong Kong China so far that's getting Brazil into these attacking positions.
Yeah, definitely. Hong Kong have played some really nice rugby. When they've had the ball, it's looked really sharp. It's just, as you say, the little errors, the little knock-ons, and not being prepared off kick-off. that have let Brazil sort of get a little foothold in this match at the early stages, as we see 3 points go over there for Brazil to make it 6-3.
What
Just to cut those errors out. Sensational kick, as you say, from almost the halfway line, but that just proves that they've got to be even squeakier. They've got to knock down these errors and really look after the ball and value possession when they have it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That is dangerous to have a kicker with that sort of range. So anything within their own half, they have to be whiter than white, this Hong Kong China team. But they're banging it really deep now. Terry gets it back. Spargo puts it to boot.
Stop.
And doesn't find touch. Avatabile looking to clean it up in the backfield. He's got Vanderschmidt outside, but finds Terry.
Retreat.
Terry goes high. And it's a bobble around.
Advantage.
But the advantage goes to the Brazilians. And they have possession. Spargo. Big carry there from Claudio.
Taken back into 50.
And they don't kick it again. As Avatabile goes under this one. And Lauder cleans it up. And Hickson Smith runs straight. Jenkinson, nice offload to his captain,
Lovely
Hurstich.
football from PJ.
Again, looking to move into Terry, finds a little bit of space, and he's got Vanderschmidt outside, and what does he look to do? The little flick pass into the back, and Vanderschmidt, he's gonna open up, can he make it? It's a long road to go, he gets taken down by the fly half, but the ball is there for Hong Kong. Axton Barrett gets it through to the new boy, Max, and Lauder gives quick ball to Hurstich. Hurstich, hard to put down, keeps driving those legs. It's a little bit messy. But Lauder settles it down. Roy Cinnamon with a good carry there. Gets it to Terry. Oh, with a massive collision onto Terry, and Brazil hack it downfield. And it's a foot race.
What?
And Worley is the man to win it. He's dangerous in the open field as Worley. Dancing around, PJ with his immense work rate is back there. Hong Kong look to settle things down a little bit now. Mark Pryor puts his head down.
No.
Lauder marshalling the
Use
troops. Gets it to the danger man, Vandersmith.
Opportunity here. We play quick on the right hand side.
Use
4-on-2.
Can they get the ball out wide?
2 seconds.
Shaping up to box kick here, Lauder. Well taken there from the Brazilian. Gets met with a good tackle. And it's a pick and go from Spargo, and he's got a little bit of space and a bit of footwork as well. McKinley West on that, but cleaned out nicely. As the Brazilians have a small knock on there on the ground. But good facets of play, and Hong Kong China looking dangerous with ball in hand.
Very dangerous ball in hand, especially when it goes through Nathan Thierry's hands. That first receiver looking to create whenever he can, but that extra little tip pass, that little bit of disguise is what's breaking apart this Brazilian defensive line. If we're just running up straight, very easy for them to read, but a little bit of disguise, a little bit of ball movement seems to be cutting them open nicely.
Okay, same message, stay square.
Great work there from Piers McKinley West, just to be a nuisance at the breakdown. That's what you want from your open side. Even though he didn't get the turnover, he forced a little knock on.
And with the two big ball carriers in Luke Vandersmith and Joshua Hurstich, he'll be doing a lot of work today. Will be Piers McKinley West, and if there's a man to do it, it's definitely him.
He's got a massive work rate, does he? And also a sevens component, so he can run with the ball himself. But that scrum goes down on the far side, and they're going to reset. It's a fiercely contested battle up front here between Blade and Faisal Solomona.
You can still keep your feet up. He's going to take the hit, okay?
Come on.
This front row of Nelson, Ferreira and Blade, very strong.
Nice attacking platform here for Hong Kong, just inside their half, with option of 50-22. They've got a fair few options with kickers. Ben Axton Barrett with his left foot, Nathan Thierry with right, and also Matteo Avatabile out there at fullback as well.
They've got to get this platform right first. And that's better from Hong Kong China. They get the ball in, but still a little bit of pressure.
Use it.
but the ball's there to be used, but Lauda gets met by Claugio, the open side flanker for Brazil. So it's now Mark Pryor to step into halfback. Gets the ball to McKinley West. Good footwork from West.
Fantastic carry to get them back over the gain line.
Okay, it's
Pierce
available.
there.
Use it.
Shaping the box kick, Lauda. Gets it up high and well taken from the Brazilians. Returning the favour with a massive boot. Mateo Avitabile right into the corner and does enough to get it out just outside the 22 there for Hong Kong China, but you must say a net win there for Brazil.
Yeah, they're getting a lot out of their kick game at the moment. Brazilians looking to find the turf and let the ball spin on. I think our back three have got to stop the ball from bouncing before they diffuse their situation. Brazil getting cheap field possession and territory in this game at the moment.
Yeah, they're doing well to play in the right end of the field.
Speed it up.
Brazil there got some very educated boots.
Blue, hold where you are,
As
please.
we see Ferreira lining up to find his big men, Donald and Faria. And it's Faria that gets the ball. And they set to drive this Hong Kong China pack. Ferreira.
It's available. Hands away.
Takes
No,
it down.
no. Let it come.
It's messy there at the back. The ball's out. And Donald cleans it up and just goes straight. Spargo. Gets it through to a good ball carry.
Okay.
And the captain, Diaz. Strong. In contact is Diaz. Spargo. Gets a flat ball away.
It's a tad forward, that one.
Donald. The show and go.
Advantage.
Lifting in the collision there from Van der Schmidt. So the advantage is played for Brazil. So they got free ball.
Still advantage.
And they've still got the advantage. As a massive tackle comes through from Callum Scott, but they're going to have a look at this.
I've got number 8 as the main lifter.
Van der Schmidt just lifting him up above the horizontal, which we just have no
It's not there.
time for.
Okay.
So Ruben Keane is keen to have a word.
Very dangerous. Okay, you've lifted him past horizontal. He's landed dangerously. You're lucky another player of yours is there. Okay, it's going to be a yellow card.
Oh, and that's a massive blow there for Hong Kong China. Ruben Keane not taking a bar of it, so Van der Schmidt is going to take a 10-minute spiel on the bench.
Big loss there from Hong Kong. Not just to lose Luke, but to lose somebody from the pack as well. With the size of him, these scrums are going to be interesting in the next 10 minutes. Not a lot of creativity there from Brazil, though.
Yeah,
I
it was
don't think
coming.
Hong Kong will worry too much in defence. I think if they just keep lining up and making the tackles, it seems to be fairly easy to diffuse the Brazilian attack at the moment. But obviously some big bodies there running into some tired Hong Kong bodies at the moment.
Definitely, and it's really Hong Kong are their own worst enemies at the moment, just making small errors, giving away penalties, and Brazil not looking at taking the 3 points on offer, but going to that driving maul now that they're a extra forward up in the pack. But a small knock on from Brazil. So
Knock on at the back by
Hong Kong
number 2.
China get out of jail there, but it'll be interesting to see how they get on with just 7 men in this scrummage.
Yeah, at the back number 2. When
Charles Hickson Smith is packed down in the pack before. He might be first choice to join this scrum.
I can see him walking over there to the scrum right now. He's a big, strong man.
Let me speak. Let me
He'll
take
be
this
chucking
up,
his
okay?
100-plus
The
kilos
contest was fine, and then it's gone
into
okay? The contest was
the back
good.
of Rory Cinnamon, I imagine.
Same contest, okay?
6-0 here with 21 minutes gone. And neither team having complete dominancy up front just yet.
Crouch!
Hong Kong China
Fine!
playing out of their own half. Lauda looking to put the ball in.
Set!
I want to get this in and out quickly, Hong Kong China.
Take him back.
Erstich. Terry does well to get that one away under a lot of pressure. Was Terry.
Retreat!
And they look to go to the skies, Brazil. And under this one with a really good take is Lauda. Finds danger man Worley, but he just slips over. But a good clean from the young centre Max Thrickle.
Great footwork again by McKinley West there to break the first line of defence.
Lord of dummies, but gets taken by Donald.
Use it now.
Worley just looking to calm things down. Oh,
Advantage.
but the
Knock on.
offload doesn't work. And the big lock, Ferrer does well to clean that up.
Knock on advantage over.
And he pulls it out the back, and they go wide, Brazil. And they get it through to their danger man, Tenahore. Spargo. Great little offload from the loose head prop, Nelson. Well done here from Brazil. They're building phases nicely, using a bit of width on the ball now. Good breakdown work in Diaz, the captain. Very strongly. Spargo goes himself to Donald. Gets it through to the veteran.
Okay. Penalty advantage.
And they go
Blue
wide
14
again
offside.
to Tenahero. Good coast-to-coast rugby here from the Brazilians, but met with equally good defence from Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, again, Hong Kong
He's under
holding out there
pressure.
nicely, not really troubled in
14 blue
defence.
offside.
Nice to see the Brazilians go through a few phases there. Both their 10 and 15 like to sit in the pocket and play quite deep. It'd be interesting if Hong Kong could get a bit more line speed and put them under pressure.
14 offside.
Again, some big ball carries from the Brazilians to eat up into the Hong Kong 22. But yeah, nice to see Brazilian playing some rugby there.
And that's the thing, if you just play those phases, force the defence to give away a penalty like this one. Hickson Smith just slightly offside, a little bit too keen in the defensive line, and gives Brazil another good attacking opportunity here. Now this is very much a kickable penalty, but it looks like they're going to go to the corner and try and test this forward pack while they have a man down. Ferreira shaping up to get this one in. They get to the captain, Diaz, at the back, but it's bobbled. But he does enough to keep it on the Brazilian side. Spargo finds his winger. Gets it out to the big
backwards.
man, Claudio. Diaz carrying strong. Hot on attack here is Brazil. They get the advantage again for not rolling away.
Blue 7.
Claudio
Away 6, no!
getting through a lot of work for the open side flanker, but another penalty in such a key
Number
area,
7.
right out front of the sticks. This is an easy 3 points if they want it.
I need to show clear release. Yeah, you're a couple of
Discipline is causing a few problems here for Hong Kong.
7 not rolling.
Yeah, perhaps coming from a little bit of frustration. They started so well, so brightly in this first half, and they've struggled to sort of look after the ball and make any inroads into Brazil since then, just with the amount of errors that they've made.
I've been impressed with the open side flanker from Brazil, Claudio. He's got through a lot of work. He's making a lot of ball carries for this team. But as you can imagine, there's an easy 3 points there for Jacques Trinquez to bang over. And he makes no mistakes, clutching the extra 3 points. So 26 minutes gone. It's Brazil leading Hong Kong, China 9-3. And that's really been the story of the game so far. Hong Kong doing so much, but not getting rewarded for all their efforts. And then a couple of silly mistakes, a few penalties going the wrong way, and putting Brazil right where they want to be, deep in the Hong Kong half, and just banging over penalty goals. But Nathan Deteri gets us underway again, as Spargo does well to get under that and returns the kick.
Inside the 22.
Bangs that one out on the full. He's within his 22, so it's going to bring play up to about the 30-metre mark in Brazil territory.
Interested to see what Hong Kong do here. Do they go for the maul again? But it's quite a nice attacking platform just inside the Brazil half here.
They find Jenkinson at the back of the line out. Axton Barrett finds his captain, Hurstich. Strong, hard man to take down is Hurstich. A dummy and go from Callum Scott. To Terry. Abitabila. Does well on the ground. Is Mateo.
Yeah,
The show and go from
edge.
Hickson Smith.
Yeah. Wide 11
to
offside.
Jenkinson.
Sorry, Nigel.
Strong defense here
You've
from
got penalty
Brazil.
advantage.
Mateo finds Solomon Apenacia.
Lots of options out the back if they want to play here, Hong Kong.
They go to the reverse side with Pryor. Gets met well, but not going anywhere from Hong Kong China. So Ruben Keane blows the penalty and gives Hong Kong China an option here.
11, yes. 11 offside.
Much nicer work from Hong Kong there, just doing the basics really, really well, looking after the ball for a couple of minutes and giving the road of the penalty here.
Yeah, it's the
15.
number 11
15.
winger,
It was a dominant tackle, that's my
Lima,
bad.
just caught offside. So Hong Kong China will look to bang this one right into the corner.
I do think, Ash, though, if they can go one more pass and attack, just away from that forward pod, they could make some more inroads into this Brazilian defence.
Yes, they'll really be looking to capitalise on this good attacking
on the line,
opportunity
that's
here.
it.
With a man down, being in the right area, this is the time of the game where they have to make a mark, get this line out right first, and it's Pierce McKinley West, and they look
Over
to
the
drive,
15.
which has worked well for them in the past so
Okay,
far.
that's sideways. That's
Callum
one.
Scott's
It's gone backwards.
loses the ball out the back, but Lauder is there to clean it up, gets it off to Worley. Worley's got space and he cannot be stopped. He goes right through under the posts. How good is that?
Lovely opportune try there from Matt Worley under the sticks. He's got a real turn of pace, nearing in on 100 caps for Bedford Blues in the UK. Hong Kong kids.
He's got a nose to the try line too. He's got to be up there with one of the top try scorers, especially in recent years for Hong Kong. He always seems to get his name on the try sheet, but a little bit messy on the back of them all, but great heads-up play there from Lauder just to find the danger man. He's able to stop.
And Hong Kong will take confidence in that. They've just shown if they get into the Brazil half and maintain possession for a few phases that things will happen. Penalties lead to points.
You comfortable? You guys are
And
comfortable?
here's Nathan Thierry about to bang over 2 more for Hong Kong, I think, in front of the sticks.
Yeah, what a hugely important time for Hong Kong to strike back as Terry gets the conversion over, bringing Hong Kong into the lead. It's 10 points, plays 9 with 30 minutes gone down here at the Hong Kong Football Club. And what a test match we've got so far. Both teams really going well and playing some good rugby. Hotly contested first match of this 2-match series between Hong Kong, China and Brazil.
Hong Kong will look to diffuse this kick here effectively and get the ball back down in the Brazilian half.
Amaral looks to get us underway. And he goes up high and deep. But Hurstich does well to cleanly take that.
Okay, we're inside. Use it.
Lauder marshalling the troops to set up for that box kick. The pressure on him though. And that one doesn't find touch. And the fullback does really well there.
Advantage.
Zar
So knock on.
loses it forward, and they've got ball to play with here. They get it out to Kateri, finds Worley out in the wide channels, puts it to the boot,
Stop.
and that one stays in. And a couple of chases here from Hong Kong. What do they look to do? Brazil look to run it back, and they find a bit of space there. Brazil gets it into the blindside flanker, who puts boot to ball, and Hickson Smith gets it. But unfortunately, Keane blows it up.
No arms.
It's
for
actually
penalty.
that pass back in field there again. The linesman was quite a long way behind play, but looks like it drifted forward a tad.
And it was Luke Vanderschmidt. He's just come back onto the field,
I've got it.
and he's put in a no-arm shot. He's got to be careful,
short
Luke.
kick,
He's a
though,
very
so
physical
I've got the
player.
markers here.
He's got to do it within the rules.
Where the ball landed. Okay. Here. Okay, shot called.
But good interlinking play here from Brazil. That's the shot that Keane wasn't so
He shot
keen
straight to
on.
the ground, taking his legs. I'm going to protect.
You can see now with 10 minutes to go in the first half, the game's starting to break up a little bit. It's a great opportunity for Hong Kong to use their wingers and their more creative players to try and make some more inroads into Brazil.
Zart Trinquez looking to take any opportunity they can for points here, Brazil. And a massive shout out to all of the contributors to the live chat on the YouTube stream that we've got. It's great to see all the support around for these two great test nations. And he does enough. Zar bangs it over, and that puts Brazil ahead again. A real ding-dong battle with both teams leading this match multiple times. 12 plays 10 down here at the Hong Kong Football Club.
Key time in the match here. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Be great for either side to go into half-time just up on the scoreboard. Time for Hong Kong to build some more pressure in the Brazilian half.
Well taken by Spargo. Under pressure from Hickson Smith, but he gets the ball away. Brings that one up just outside the halfway. He's done pretty well so far, has Spargo. Marshalled the team around nicely. Hong Kong with an attacking opportunity. They've got their full pack back on the field. So they look to maul it as what's worked so well. No, they go off the top to Lauder. Finds to Terry. Flat ball to Axton Barrett into the midfield. Back to the blind side. Jenkinson out the back door to Terry. Just goes to ground, and it's a small knock on. There was space there. You could see what they were trying to do. Unfortunately, execution just failing them. Hong Kong, China, and gives Brazil a chance for the put in for the scrum.
Yeah, lovely little plan play there from Hong Kong, little 11 play, hit the midfield and go back down the blind side. You can see the over chase and overfold from Brazil. Just unlucky the hand didn't, their pass didn't go to hand. Big war of attrition in the midfield though between Ben Axton Barrett and Moses Duque.
Duque, with all his experience, 64 caps for Brazil. He's the most capped Brazilian player of all time. He was playing last season in Portugal, and he's now moved back to Brazil to be an academy coach for the young Brazilian talent that's coming through the ranks. As we see the scrum go down, but Brazil have it at the back, and Spargo gets it away. And they look to go to the air again, do Brazil, forcing Hong Kong to take the high ball, but they've done well there. Hickson Smith, and they've got the advantage to play with as well. Zabatabile cleans up nicely. Lauder gets it back to Axton Barrett, and the advantage is over. So play on is the call. Well taken in the backfield. And Brazil look to kick, and smashing Jamie Lauder is Amaral. Brazil doing well to get this back. Spargo goes down the blind side. Good hands. And it's Ferreira doing well. Brazil hot on attack here. They're so close to the line now, Brazil. A pick and go. But the defense holds tight. And they go again. And it is Ferreira, the hooker, barging across the line. He's done really well today, has Ferreira. And they'll be really happy with that, Brazil. They've been doing well to play the territory battle, opting to kick a lot, force this Hong Kong team under pressure, and they get the rewards just before half-time.
Yeah, lovely little interplay there from Brazil. Lovely hands to expose the blind side for Hong Kong, and then they're so dangerous when they get inside that 5-metre channel. Big bodies, very powerful guys. and they finished that off nicely. Kicking battle is something that I think Hong Kong are potentially losing at the moment. There's a lot of bouncing balls, not a lot of support when the ball's been taken in the air as well. It'll be something they'll hopefully have to look at half-time, is getting people back on side in order to launch the attack again.
15, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
They've definitely got a game plan going to this one. They've done their homework, and it's paying dividends so far for the Brazilians as they look to put on the extra 2 points.
Straight up, boys. 2.5 to go. Okay.
And Zar Drinkers just pushes this one across the face. So it's going to be 17 playing 10 with just 2.5 minutes to go. Will there be enough time for Hong Kong to have a retaliation?
Yeah. Sorry, time off. We just got 2 balls on the field. I'm just going to get it confirmed. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mr.
Time
Terry
back on.
looks to get us underway for these final minutes of the first half down here at Hong Kong Football Club. They go deep. Brazil punch it back. Get a lot of meters on that, bringing us
Huge kick there.
just past the halfway.
From Z.
He's got a great boot on him, does this fullback. Callum Scott looks to find his mark. Well taken there from the experienced Patrick Jenkinson. Callum Scott has it available at the back. And Lauder. Box kick goes up. Good chase line here from Hong Kong. Vanderschmidt with a great tackle, but the mark is called, and well done because he was under a lot of pressure there.
Yeah, just a yard too long there from the kick. Great chase from Hong Kong to put them under pressure.
The Brazilians look to bang this one in the field, and if Hong Kong, what looks to be their last go here, just outside the halfway. So they go again to Hong Kong.
Come on.
A bit of confusion.
We don't have a ball.
There on the sideline. No ball to throw in. So Callum Scott
Time back.
is here now, set, ready to go for this last 30 seconds of this test match for the first half. Finds Jenkinson, but it's a bit messy at the back. Gets into the Brazilian hands for Herrera, the try scorer.
No, tackle
Good
release.
footwork. Spargo gets it to Donald. Not a great collision there from Vanderschmidt. Spargo goes blind, darts himself. Freisel
Away,
on top
Tree.
of the ball,
Thank you.
but well taken care of. Diaz with a little offload to Ferrer. Mark Pryor being a pest there at ruck time, but they get it away to Brazil. Spargo to his captain. Gets some width on the ball now. Good carry there from the open side. Paul Gio. Diaz. Strong carry from Diaz. Gets it away to Ferreira.
Stay down there. Thanks, too.
Spargo bobbles it, but retains it. The centre, Mashire. Doing well. Another big collision in the midfield
Caught on call.
as Spargo goes blind. Find his winger. And the big prop Blade gets the ball away to his captain Diaz. Doing great in those short channels. Blade again, playing halfback, this big number 3. Spargo looks to play with a bit of width now. Great flat ball across the face of it, and he puts it onto the toe. Worley's there to clean up, and Worley shifts it wide to Axton Barrett, who bangs it right back down. And Brazil happy to just boot this one into touch and call it a day for the first half down here at Football Club. But what a hotly contested match we have here so far, Jamie. Both teams showing promise and showing some difficulties, but it'll be interesting to see once the legs start fading in the second half, which team has the bench to come on and make a difference.
Yeah, it's obviously the first match of a two-match series, so both teams haven't played together for a while, and that was evident in the first half. Some glimpses of some fantastic stuff from both teams, lovely little interplay, and Brazil really taking advantage of their size advantage in that first half. But I think it'll be the team that sort of really irons out those errors, starts to put things right in the second half, and can be error-free for the majority of the match, that will come away with a win here.
Yeah, completely agree. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to go on a short break now while both teams get their waters in, but we'll be back right with you, right here at Hong Kong Stadium.
Okay, it's fine. You guys with the yellow ball are following Coach Amy. See the shapes.
And no problems there for Deteri, so that makes the... And Zark Trenkes smacks it over, so it's 3-3 down here at the Hong Kong Football Club. And
on the pitch there, little errors, little knock-ons, and not being prepared off kickoff that have let Brazil sort of get a little foothold in this match at the early stages, as we see 3 points go over there for Brazil to make it 6-3.
What
just to cut those errors out.
And he makes no mistakes, clutching the extra 3 points. Callum Scott loses the ball out the back, but Lauder is there to clean it up, gets it off to Worley. Worley's got space and he cannot be stopped. He goes right through under the posts. How good is that? Quarter round for these two great Test nations, and he does enough. Zar bangs it over, and that put Brazil doing well to get this back. Spargo goes back. Good hands, and Brazil doing well. Brazil hot on attack here. They're so close to the line now, Brazil. A pick and go.
The Cathay HSBC Hong Kong Sevens.
child, right? There we go.
I'm disaster. That's the last thing. There should be another one. Right, everybody come into the grid, follow me, let's go.
I didn't see what happened. Well, maybe he has the same.
And welcome back to the Hong Kong Football Club, where Hong Kong China are playing Brazil in the first of this two-match series. And right now, Brazil slightly having the wood on Hong Kong China. It's been a hell of a first 40 minutes with both teams offering quite a lot. Hong Kong China moving the ball well, attacking, showing real promise with ball in hand. And then the Brazilians, you could argue, winning the territory battle, kicking into the right positions, and then capitalizing on the small errors that Hong Kong China are making. It is going to be a hotly contested last 40 minutes here, Jamie.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Hong Kong coaches and Brazilian coaches said at half-time. I think, as you say, Hong Kong has showed a lot of endeavour, a lot of creativity in that first half. And really it'll be a message of more of the same in the second, I think. But I think an area for improvement, as you mentioned, is that kick battle and how Hong Kong are dealing with the long, raking kicks of the Brazilians of their 10 and the 15. And how we can stop that sort of territory pressure that they're bringing. Brazil with big physical bodies, probably got the edge on the physicality at the moment, certainly in the scrum. And I'm just interested to see how they sort of tire in this second half and what the strength their bench has coming onto the pitch.
Yeah, there's been some real big collisions in this test match so far, and it's really going to come down to which team has the horses coming off the bench to really add some impact. There's a lot of big bodies out there, and even though it is a cooler day here in Hong Kong, it is still quite humid, quite hot. We have actually just had the T3 weather warning coming up, so a potential typhoon coming, but that's not going to stop us from having a fantastic last 40 minutes down here at the Hong Kong Football Club. As we see the home team, Hong Kong China, making their way onto the field. And the Brazilians getting set to get this one underway.
Looks like an early change for Hong Kong with Jude Harding coming in, number 16 there.
It's coming in as hooker there for Callum Scott, who's finished up for the day.
Yeah.
There he is, the young man.
Can I hear?
A lot weighs on his shoulders today to get that line out right. And up front at scrum time, it has been a hotly contested battle. So the front row reserves, Zacchaeus Cinnamon and Soner Famitau making his debut. I would imagine they would be coming out relatively early.
Josh!
Both very strong scrummagers.
Come on.
And to get us underway is Zar Trankes. Puts it up right down the middle, and it's McKinley West, who had a really good first 40 minutes. gets into his work early with a great carry. Cinnamon pops it to his fellow prop, Faisal Solomona.
Okay, available,
They
use
create
it!
the long ruck for Lauder to get his box kick away. Into the skies he goes, but unfortunately
Obstruction.
there was obstruction.
Head gear. Obstruction.
And they're really hot on that at the moment.
16
Is
obstruction.
the
16
supporting
obstruction.
player at ruck
In front of the
time
ball.
just blocking the halfback from getting that box kick away. Normally very common practice, but nowadays refs won't stand for it, so they've got called for that, and it gives Zartrankes another shot at goal, and he's been quite impressive with the boot so far, Jamie.
Yeah, very impressive. Nice big boot from the number 15. Yeah, cheap possession given up and cheap penalty given away there from Hong Kong, and they'll be kicking themselves so close into the second half. Some of you might have noticed the black armbands on the Brazilian players today. It's to commemorate a member of a rugby fraternity in Brazil, a young man, Nathan dos Santos, tragically died in a motor accident just last week, and it's great to see the support from the Brazilian team here and the rugby community coming together to commemorate that.
A very tragic accident, and then Zar looks to add the 3, and he does exactly that, bringing the Brazil scoreboard up to 20, plays Hong Kong's 10 just a minute ago. Not the start to the second half that Hong Kong China would have been looking for, but they get a chance now to retaliate and get back down into the Brazilian half. But they need to clean up that penalty count if they want to stay in this contest, and Terry goes really deep, too deep in fact, and they're going to bring play back to the halfway, and it's going to be a Brazil scrum. Small errors just coming into the Hong Kong game.
And Brazil not really having to do much here to get the possession and get territory. They've kicked off, kicked 3 points, and now they've got the ball back on halfway line.
Scrum.
Not the best start from Hong Kong China. Maybe a few nerves coming into the second half,
I don't
but
have that. Come this way.
hopefully that's squashed quite
I don't
quickly,
have the middle
and the boys up front can
That's
do
okay.
a job
We'll
here
get
at scrum time.
Okay. Stability.
Brazil
Okay.
arguably getting the edge up front here in the first 40 minutes. A big pack, and they've been scrummaging really well.
Great attacking platform here just inside the halfway line for Brazil. 50-22 on, and they've moved Z, their fullback, with an educated boot into the first receiver position. They'll be looking for territory for Brazil.
Options both way here for Brazil.
Set!
As Spargo looks to get the ball in. Great platform,
Ball's
but
out.
squirts out the side. And Lauder is all over Spargo, but they get the ball away, Brazil. They come to the left side of the field.
Just move here.
Well cleaned. Spargo. A bit of footwork. And a small knock on at the base there from Spargo. Uncharacteristic error from the halfback. He's done so well so far in this test match. But it gives Hong Kong China an opportunity to launch an attacking platform, and they need to get
Let's go.
themselves
Mark,
back
set,
into
let's
this
come.
test match. This is just the way to do it. So they're going to need to set this scrum nicely with attacking options both sides. Let's see what they can do.
Good. Okay. South Standard, good start.
Such a physical encounter between these two sides so far. There'll be some tired bodies.
Plenty of opportunities here for Hong Kong. An interesting defensive setup from Brazil with 2 in the backfield, just inside their 10-metre line. Numbers both sides. He's gone to the right.
Solid set piece. Avatabile takes it to the open side. Worley cleans it up nicely. Settles it down as Lauder gets it through to Solomon Apenasea. And they look to come back short side as Pryor pulls it.
Just a knock-on
Unfortunately,
advantage.
not getting to the right receiver, but a small knock on there from
No
Brazil
advantage.
in the
Knock on.
tackle gives Hong Kong another chance. But these small errors are costing Hong Kong China. They need to clean it up.
Really struggling to get that front foot ball to allow their backs and their handling to take flow. They can just clean up these errors. I think they might manage to do it.
They look good when they get it right. There's
Nice set,
small
let's
little
go.
errors that are creeping in, and it's maybe just the pressure of the occasion. Great crowd down here at the Hong Kong
Stay up.
Football Club, all behind their home team.
Love to see them do something creative from this scrum. Try and isolate some of the 13 and wingers.
Got attacking threats all across that back
You need
line
more
to
space.
Hong Kong, China.
Take it, okay? New. Okay, let's go again.
As we see the young hooker, Jude Harding, setting up for an all-important scrummage. Here we go.
Okay, great teams, let's go.
Hong Kong, China, just on the halfway mark.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
It's a massive scrum there. But the loose head, Nelson, getting called for going in on the angle, just popping up. So Hong Kong get the penalty.
Big moment in that in the game, I think.
It's a huge
Hong Kong
moment.
holding their scrum there, winning their penalty, and opportunity to get deep down into the Brazilian half. Ended up just outside the 22, but still fantastic attacking opportunity for both Maul and to launch a backs attack.
Okay, just
This is a great opportunity here for Hong Kong, China. The Maul's been working really well for them so far. As Harding looks to find his target. Finds McKinley West.
Not straight.
Unfortunately, his first throw in of the day is not straight. So it's going to be a Brazilian scrum.
It's not applying in this window. Not straight.
As we see Faisal Solomon
Line
Penacia
out.
going to the side. Zacchaeus Cinnamon coming into the tight head position with his brother Rory Cinnamon.
On the 15.
So we have the Cinnamon brothers up front looking to do a job here.
Down.
Zacchaeus
Yeah.
Cinnamon, a scrummaging expert, looking to tidy things up here. See him get into his work against the tired Nelson Havelo.
Lines. Set!
Strong scrum from the Brazilians. And they get the wood on them this time.
Let me...
And it's
Tight hit. 18.
pretty tough there for Hong Kong, China. Scrum
18
battle,
going straight
one
across.
going each way, a penalty. But it's Brazil on the right side of it this time. As the fullback, Zhao Trinquez, looks to get them out of danger and bang this one back down into the Hong Kong China half. And Brazil quite slow to get this one set. They're in no rush, leading 20 points to 10.
Yeah, there'll be no rush. Ash, Hong Kong need to speed the tempo of this game up.
They definitely do. As for header. And the exact same thing happened, but the other side called for not straight. So Hong Kong China get out of jail there.
Scrum or line out.
And it's going to be
Okay, scrum option.
a scrum is the call.
There was plenty
Ruben
of space.
Keane not happy with how these hookers are throwing the ball into the line out. Going to have to get that sorted.
Gap on bind? Yeah, more. Okay. Gap on bind? More. Yeah, just on bind. Now on bind. Yeah, more.
As
Okay.
Hong Kong,
Sorry, time
China
off.
look to make the
Substitution.
substitution. The young Jack Coombs running on 22 for Lauder. He's had a pretty good game today, Lauder. He's done enough at the base. Not the cleanest ball for him, but he's marshaled the troops around nicely.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack Coombs will be looking to speed up the tempo of play. I think just get into those rocks and move the ball away as fast as possible. Brazil also making a change with the impressive Lucas Spago going off.
Crouch!
And number 22, Felipe Goncalves coming on.
Fines! Up. Okay, both hookers.
And it's
Break
tough there
foot,
up
both
front.
of you. Keep your break foot up, okay? They've both gone back on that occasion.
Jack Coombs also a 7 specialist as well. Very sharp with ball in hand.
Okay, quick
Very
reset
good
now.
service from the back of
Not
the
walk
rocks.
away, quick reset.
He's a bit of a live wire, Coombs. He'll be definitely looking to speed this game up a little bit. Good to have fresh legs on at this key point of the game. 10 minutes gone into the second half. Here we go.
Okay, we good to go? Check. We good? All right, thank you so much to the Hong
And the
Kong
ball's
China
in.
Rugby Union for
And
giving us the opportunity
Hong Kong are
for
able to
Rugby
get that
Dogs to
away
run out at
to
half
Axton
time.
Barrett,
All
to
the kids
Terry.
absolutely love
Finds
being out there
Avec
at Football
Tablet.
Club today.
Out into the wide channel. Coombs to Vanderschmidt. Vanderschmidt met really well in a strong tackle. Zacchaeus with his first ball carry. It's a good one. And the ball bobbles out. Advantage for Hong Kong China. It's a penalty advantage. Just playing the ball on the ground and not rolling away is the call.
Much nicer starter from Hong Kong there on the far side. If we just used it one more pass away to Charles Hickson-Smith, I think we got a bit more penetration. But lovely to see them go wide and stretch the Brazilian defence.
To Terry. Puts a lot on that one and gets them deep into the 22. A fantastic opportunity here for Hong Kong China to launch something. They really need something from this one to get them back into this game. As Rory Cinnamon leaves the field, making way for the new man, Sinet Famitau, making his debut for Hong Kong China. Plays his rugby out of Sandy Bay Rugby Club, a very strong ball-carrying loosehead prop. But the ball goes right over Jude Harding, having a tough time there at line-out. And the Brazilians snatch that one up. And it's a
10, not rolling.
penalty for Brazil. Nate Terry called there for not rolling away. So errors again mounting up for this Hong Kong China team. Zadrinkes gets that one into touch.
Yeah, frustrating end there for Hong Kong. Fantastic starter, win the penalty into the 22, and then just that error count
Blue on the
again.
line. Yeah, line
Brazil penalty, back into Hong Kong's half. You just think if they can hold on to the ball and build a couple of phases that it will come.
It's there or thereabouts, but they've got to keep that pill. But that is a great line out from Donald. And then gets it through to the open side. He's making a massive tackle there from Vanderschmidt. He does well to get onto his feet and get through on the ruck. But it's still there on the Brazilian side. And the new man, Melo, with a good carry. And another good carry there from Willie Pinheiro. Blade carrying well. And the new halfback, Gonçalves, gets it wide. Out into the wide channels. Brazil looking good here with ball in hand.
Much better pressure there from Hong Kong, and good line speed in defence as well to put the 10 and 15 of Brazil under pressure.
Using some width now, Brazil. Finding a bit of space here. Recycling the ball nicely. Playing really deep, the Brazilians. Mr. Terry cleans this one up nicely.
Retreat.
Bangs that one down, right down the throat of the Brazilians. And they choose to go back to the boot as well.
Keep coming.
And Hickson-Smith, he loves to carry the ball. And he does exactly that. Coombs. McKinley West. Cinnamon on a good tip line is Zach Cinnamon. Great ball carry there. Coombs recycled. Avitabile as the distributor.
Use it!
Coombs marshalling the troops. Looking for Vanderschmidt.
Ball's available, use it!
Creating some length now, Coombs looking to get the box kick away. Does so nicely. Worley with a good chase. And a good collision there from Worley. Putting Brazil under all sorts of pressure.
Back for me. Use it!
Gonçalves distributes it. And a good tackle from Cinnamon.
Use it!
Oh, the box is charged down for Mark Pryor. And a penalty goes the way of Hong Kong China for that same rule, the obstruction there on the box kick.
Much better percentage play there from Jack Coombs, just marching the troops around, realised that if we just play a little bit of rugby in the Brazilian half with a lovely weighted box kick and put them under pressure, then points will come.
Right there, just kicked into the back of the head of Lilian Pinheiro. And it'll be interesting to see what Hong Kong do here. If they go for the 3 points, that's just a converted try away from tying up this match, or do they want to put the foot on the throat, look for the sideline and get that rolling drive going. Mark Pryor has been through a lot of work today, just getting some running repairs.
That's all right, we got time. We don't have a ball. Guys, can we get, please?
This big Brazilian forward pack just in some air now.
Time is off.
As Terry
It's off.
looks to be shaping towards the poles. But they decide to go to the sideline and get this rolling maul going, I would imagine. It's been such an attacking threat for them so far. We just need to get this line out right.
Yeah, brave decision there from Hong Kong, but I think a good one. Brazil starting to tire. We've got the ascendancy at the moment. Hopefully we can get over and get some points in this corner. Brazil has shown some really good maul defence so far in this game, though.
White 7.
And Claudio is coming off. He's done a lot of work today. And Teixeira, lateral, is coming on in number 21 as a replacement for the Brazilians. Also getting onto the field is Bajang Silvia in number 23. Hong Kong will want to keep it simple here. Get this ball in into the midfield. Jenkinson finds his target. But unfortunately, just crossing is the call, putting their own player offside. So the obstruction is called. That's a real unfortunate play for Hong Kong China. What a great attacking opportunity, and it really gets Brazil out of jail here. And you get to bang this one down towards Hong Kong territory. And it's really been the story of this half so far. Hong Kong China not capitalising on the opportunities that they've been presented, giving Brazil easy outs. Lilian Pinheiro shapes to get this one in. And they look to go to the skies. But once again, a great defensive line. Avi Tabele takes that nicely under pressure, and Coombs finds his captain, Herstich.
Yeah, ball was out.
The ball was out is the call. So Coombs under all sorts of pressure at the back of the ruck. And Vanderschmidt looks to just tidy this one up. Gets it to Cinnamon.
Yeah, right call there from the referee. Opportunity on the left here, the blind side, if we don't want to go for the kick.
Coombs tries that one more time and gets the box kick away this time. Well taken and well tackled. But unfortunately, the timing was just off, and Hickson Smith, the captain here, is not too happy with that collision, and Hickson Smith not one to shy down from a contest. can see the tensions starting to get to both of these sides as the pressures of this game come through, but I think he's just landed it, unfortunately, there.
Just let me deal with this, okay?
Twisted
Let me deal with this. Please.
his leg, perhaps, which
Give me
is
some space, please. I've got
really
this, okay?
unfortunate because Trinkes has been playing so well. We'll see here on the replay the collision that they're talking about. Oh, and that's it, the timing just slightly off from Hickson Smith. A second later, it would have been a perfect tackle.
Yeah, I'm tackling a bit.
I hate to see that.
Do you have anything different?
But he is up on his feet, which is always a good sign. Played so well for them so far.
It's only going to be a
Trinkes.
penalty, okay? Okay, tackle in the air. He's just got his, Josh, listen to me.
He's
He's just
looking
got his
to walk
timing
it
wrong.
off.
It's going to be a penalty only, okay? It's going to be a penalty only. He just got his timing wrong. It's unfortunate that it's taken low, okay? It's going to be a penalty only, okay? No, okay?
So
Just got it wrong. It's very close.
Ruben Keane calls it just a penalty only. Just getting the timing slightly wrong. Nothing more
Very close.
than that.
It was very close to touching the ground, and when he got tackled. So, okay.
So Brazil get the penalty.
No, it's not.
The argy-bargy. But Ruben Keane wants to get this one back underway, and it's penalty to Brazil. They've got a new kicker onto the field now to look to find touch here for the Brazilians.
Sure.
Banging that one
Number
nicely
8.
into the Hong Kong half
And 4.
as more reserves get rolled on here for Hong Kong China.
Boys, move on. Move on.
Mark Pryor is done for the day.
Boys.
And Kyle Sullivan, the most capped player in this Hong Kong China team.
Thanks, Steve.
And Luke Vanderschmidt is also off for Tyler McNutt. Well taken there from the captain, Diaz. They look to set the maul. Trying to
Advantage.
do well. But unfortunately,
Bring it.
collapsing is the call, so they've got the advantage. Do Brazil.
You've collapsed it. You're on top of him, you've collapsed it.
And now, Jules
20,
Amaral
collapsing it.
gets another opportunity to put even more pressure onto this Hong Kong China side.
Just a little bit of over-eagerness there coming off the bench, compounding errors upon errors upon errors. Brazil again not having to do terribly much to get really good field position now down near the Hong Kong 5-metre line. And possession.
Josh, that's a couple penalties now.
As we see this,
Get that in mind.
Brazil forward pack marching down the field, looking to put on some real pressure, and I'd imagine they would look to go to that driving maul once again. It's proved pretty effective.
Ruben Keane also giving a little bit of a warning there to Josh Hurstich, mentioning a number of penalties that Hong Kong have given away.
Finding Donald nicely at the back of the line out. The driving maul is rolling.
He's got the
But
ball.
it looks like McNutt has got his hands onto it. He's done really well there, has Tyler McNutt. And it's on the Hong Kong China side. Coombs marshalling the troops. Gets it to Famitau for a carry. As he gets this one back to Deteri. Puts it up really high, does Deteri.
Backwards.
And a small mistake, but it's gone backwards is the call. So play on as Axton Barrett nearly gets him, but he has great footwork. He's doing really well as the first 5. Amaral. Quick ball here for Brazil. Hot on attack, Brazil. Cinnamon with a good tackle. Diaz picking and going, making meters. The reserve hooker getting into his work. And it's Big Nelson, the loose head prop.
Okay, it's out of the
Getting
way.
through
The ball's
61
in.
minutes so far. The 2 props for Brazil. Diaz looking to steady the ship. He does so nicely. As they look to play a lot of one-off runners, Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil really narrow here. Their entire team is in about 20 metres worth of space.
Gonsalva finds the big lock. Another great collision.
Advantage.
Does well there to catch Jude Harding offside. So the advantage for Brazil as they pick and go nicely. Playing with free ball here, Brazil. But no advantage to come. Ruben Keane. Double blast with a whistle. Time off. He's probably going to have a talk to Josh here about the number of penalties that Hong Kong China are giving away.
Okay, it's now at the point. Listen to me. Oh, no,
Yeah, you mentioned the last break of play. Had a little word with Josh. I think this will be the final warning.
Okay, the next one will go. Okay.
Brazil being very smart
message,
here,
please.
looking after ball, looking after possession. I know that Hong Kong have to keep on getting off the floor and making tackles.
Okay.
The bigger bodies
Time's
are
back
starting
on.
to show now for
Offside,
Brazil.
number 16.
Brazil aren't doing anything too fancy. They're just playing the high percentage rugby, getting into the right end of the field, and now they have an opportunity to bang another 3 points over and increase their lead as Zart Trinquez with that fantastic boot just on the 22-meter line. Bit of an angle, but well within his distance. Zart Trinquez winding up. Strikes it nicely, does Zart. And the flags go up, and that's an extra 3 points there for Brazil, pushing their lead out to 23, playing Hong Kong China's 10. 63 minutes gone, and the second half has gone mostly Brazil's way so far, Jamie.
Yeah, they've looked after the ball well, made very few errors when they've had ball in possession and when they're defending as well. Very well drilled team, Brazil. But there's still plenty of time left in the match. Still 17 minutes to go. Lot to play for.
The quick kickoff gets returned nicely just to the halfway. And Morgan White puts up his flag. It's a Hong Kong China line out right on the half. So looking to get this one right. And it's Old Faithful Jenkinson. Gets the ball nicely. Good hands there. The captain. Carrying well. Coombs. Finds the debutant, Max Thrickle.
It's good line speed from Brazil in defence.
Coombs to Harding. Harding carrying nicely. Bit of width on the play now. Met in a good collision there in the midfield. Lettieri finds his inside centre, Axton Barrett.
Slow to organise an attack though, slow to get into their shapes and attacking formation.
Lettieri plays Thrickle. This defensive effort from Brazil is holding very strong.
Okay, wait in front.
So they decide to put it into the air and put some pressure on.
Tall play on.
Good tackle there from McNutt as it comes onto the Brazilian side.
Again, Hong Kong giving up possession from a kick inside their own half.
Brazil with heaps of depth and plenty of options, carrying nicely in the wide channels. And Harding does really well to get over there and pilfer one for Hong Kong China. He'll be happy with that. Very good work from the young hooker.
Yeah, great top tackle and straight up on his feet again. I think that's an area they can really challenge when the Brazilians go into these wide channels to try and challenge these rucks.
And we see number 21, Guy Spanton, has made his way onto the field. Hong Kong, born and raised, played a lot of his rugby here for Sandy Bay Rugby Club before going over to Australia for a small stint. And now he's back in his home country representing Hong Kong China. As Jude, the one to win the penalty, gets the ball in and finds Jenkinson. They bring it down. The maul's set.
Okay, that's what. Ready to use it.
They're not going forward. Brazil defending well. They pop the ball back to Coombs, but it's a bit bubbly. They do well there to clean it up. All the pressure coming in from Brazil. They get the advantage, Hong Kong China.
Yeah, looked like a high tackle there from Brazil.
Playing penalty advantage.
Famitau. Strong ball carry from Saner Famitau.
22, you got penalty advantage.
Lettieri pops one over. But no advantage there coming for Hong Kong China. So they get the penalty and another opportunity here to put some pressure on this Brazilian side and get them back into this contest.
2 feet off feet. Off feet, 22.
So it's number 22, Gonçalves. Off his feet is the call from Ruben Keane. Terry plugs this one down into the 22 of the Brazilian side. Great attacking opportunity and a line out to spark something from. Hong Kong China really needs something now.
Looks like another driving maul. Josh Herschel sticking it in the 9 position.
Finds McNutt, and it's a little play out the back as Harding gets it on the wraparound. Coombs tries to find McNutt, but there's an advantage for Hong Kong China. Brazil finds themselves offside, so a great attacking chance, but a small knock on there brings them back to the penalty.
18, side.
For offside. It's the big man, Moherno, caught offside, and Hong Kong China bang it into the corner again for an even better attacking opportunity this time. As Hong Kong China keep rolling off the bench, and McCormick Houston comes onto the field to make his second appearance for Hong Kong China for Piers McKinley West, who has been through a lot of work today.
Yeah, fantastic performance from Piers McKinley West today. But replacing like for like in McCormick Houston. Big personality, big player, big ball carrier on the pitch too.
Such an important part of this test match, and it is a good take there. And Jude gets it off the back. A little bit messy in the back, but it falls on the way of Hong Kong China. Coombs gets it to McNutt. Finds Sullivan. Making a big collision, Sullivan, but he does enough. Cinnamon. And Coombs takes it out back to the Terry. Great ball there, and it's Wally. Oh, fantastic from Hong Kong China, and that's what they can do to you with a bit of space.
Looks like Ruben Keane has given a forward pass there.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Very interesting to see that one again. Lovely interplay from the Hong Kong backs there. Lovely endeavour.
Forward pass.
Matt Worley is upset with that one because it was great work and a great inside ball.
No.
Just
I
unfortunately,
need you to lift the ball, okay?
ball just going slightly forward. So not the try that they so desperately needed, and we're coming into the final 10 minutes of this game. Hong Kong China trail 13 points to Brazil, but they definitely look, when hot on attack, able to create opportunities. We've got a hell of a last 10 minutes in for us here, Jamie.
Yeah, real nail biter. 13 points in it. Hong Kong still deep in Brazil's half.
And a free kick. And it's taken quickly there from Brazil. The new man on the field, Melo, carries nicely. And that's a Marul getting them out of danger. Really nicely done there from the Brazilian side. I apologise, I believe that's actually Zart Franquez. He got that kick away. I believe he's moved into fly half.
Yeah, lovely kick there, but not an awful lot of pressure from Hong Kong.
Harding looks to find his mark. And unfortunately, another unforced error for Hong Kong China. Just not being able to get that ball in straight in the line out at such critical times.
Wasn't straight. So that throw wasn't straight. I spoke to you about your break foot. I need you to keep it up.
Getting out of trouble once again.
The gap's massive and it's on his outside.
But the good thing
Okay, Mark's there.
for the young hooker,
Keep that foot up. That's
after
what
that
I-
era, he gets a
Okay.
chance to make up for it here at Scrumton. He's got Saner Famitau and Zach Cinnamon either side of him as they look to apply pressure here on this big Brazilian pack.
Crouch!
The running clock in favour of Brazil here. Every one of these seconds that tick past makes it all that more difficult for Hong Kong to get back into this game. And it's a strong scrummage there from the Brazilians. They hold it in. They want to muscle this up. Great platform. And Zah goes to the air.
I've got them on.
Finds
Go
Mateo,
backward.
but the ball gets bobbled and it bounces up and
In
it's
front
into
of
the
kicker.
Brazilian hands.
My bad. The late call. Okay.
But there's a penalty on the play
Yeah.
and it's a late call.
What number was
He's running back to the halfway. It's a penalty there for Hong Kong.
No. All right. What number? Okay, it's the breakaway on the side, okay?
And it's Morgan White, the
Fencing.
assistant referee, bringing that call in. What a
7.
get out of jail free card there for Hong Kong. They look like they're under some immense pressure.
Sorry, no. It
That's
was the
absolutely
breakaway that was
massive
on the
for
scrum.
the home side.
He was in front, okay?
Yet another opportunity here for Hong Kong, just outside their 22.
You have to think in this last 7 minutes of the test match, this really needs to be the defining moment where Hong Kong put some faces together and actually try and penetrate this great Brazilian defensive line. Harding gets it into Jenkinson, but taken well
Taken
is
back
the
into the
Brazilians. They
22.
slap it down to their own side. But a dusty kick goes
Knock on first.
wayward, but there was a small
Knock
knock
on
on first. And it's going to be
Yeah, hit the
a
deck first.
Hong Kong-China
Yeah.
scrum about
Yeah.
15 metres out from the Brazilian try line. Another opportunity here for Hong Kong-China.
Yeah, you can see the Brazilians slowing things down. It'd be good to see Hong
My
Kong
bad.
trying to
Kick
up
it.
the tempo, setting the scrum nice and early. Not a lot of
Line
time
out,
left on the
kick
clock
it.
here.
They need to get this platform right,
I thought so.
but they're opting for
My
the
bad.
line out.
My bad. Yeah.
So Jude Harding
Wait, I've got time.
with another opportunity to get this ball in. They go quickly. Is McNutt. Herstich gets it away. Nicely out the back door. Deteri finds Guy Spanton in a bit of space. Coombs. Nice little offload. McCormick Houston isn't able to hold on to the ball.
Double knock on.
And
One
that
by Blue.
spills
Then by
the Brazilian way, but it's a knock on both sides, so they're going to come back for the Brazilian scrum, but
first by Blue.
just too many errors.
Yeah, really frustrating there for Hong Kong. Lovely starter, well worked.
It's going to be here.
Quick ruck ball, and just let themselves down with the simple, the basics, the catch and pass. Great line from Hugh McCormick Houston. If he just hold on to it.
There's in a bit of space there, Hugh,
Huh? We weren't moving clearly
Unfortunate.
forward. Okay.
just to let that one go. But they're in the right area, Hong Kong, China. They just need to keep applying this pressure and capitalising on those opportunities. But with that clock ticking down, it's getting all more difficult. As Gonçalves looks to put this one in, and that's a better scrummage from Hong Kong. But unfortunate, they're creeping around.
We're not clear on
One
both
is
sides.
Saner
We're
Famitau
going around on one side.
wheeling the scrum, unfortunately. Those small margins costing Hong Kong
Really.
the real key areas of the game.
Yeah, Brazil have really won the scrum battle, and I'd say the set piece battle as well today. Ash.
Just doing those little things right. It's the fundamentals of rugby. Getting your set piece rolling. It's hard to do much without that.
Just here. Okay. Yeah, but your
And
side didn't
Brazil
go. Go straight, okay? You're
Slow to get this line out set. Inside their own half, Brazil. Get it in nicely. They look to Moore. Controlling at the back is Willian Pahugo.
Still got more.
It's good work from Brazil here, not only making yards on the pitch, but
Still
chewing
going.
the clock down as well.
He's come short middle.
On short side. And a bit of space. And a good ball carry. There from Brazil.
No. Thank you.
Well taken there.
Yeah, great catch in the slips there from number 16. Indeed.
It's a better tackle from Kyle Sullivan.
Ball's out.
And once again, they go to the air.
Oh.
Guy Spanton is up to the challenge. Met nicely in a tackle, but recycles well. Coombs looking to play now. Famitau.
Okay, ball's available. You.
Some of the close-up tackling from Brazil today really has been fantastic.
It's been such a physical test match so far. Well taken there by the fly half, Amaral. Brazil not looking to do anything too fancy at the moment. Just recycling possession. And the captain, Diaz, doing enough.
Outside the 50.
A good little box kick. Back again for Spanton. Again collects it nicely, but taken in a massive shot. Ruben Keane is happy enough with it. And Tyler McNutt looks to put it on boot. I think Tyler might have thought he had the advantage there, but unfortunately not. And Guy Spanton taking a massive collision there. And the crowd not happy down here at the Hong Kong Football Club.
Yeah, it looked like a close one, but no harm done. Guy Spanton back on his feet and back in the defensive line.
Well taken there from Hong Kong China. Set nicely. Jude has it at the back for Coombs. Boxy goes up.
Half charge down.
Means it's Hong Kong China's ball to recycle again. They're going to want to move this one quickly, Hong Kong China. As Jude gets it to his key line-out receiver, Patrick Jenkins.
We're off the mark.
And they're mauling well here, Hong Kong China. Coombs boxing
Pace
again.
on.
Amaral gets it to Zah. Zah goes to the skies. A real contest in the air here today. As Famitau gets over that ball nicely, and the debutant, Saner Famitau, comes up clutch with a key turnover for Hong Kong China.
He's fine. He's just getting up.
You'd
Holding
think
on.
at this time of the game, Jamie, they would need to start holding on to possession. Another unforced error, not making the touch. And that's brought the ball back. It's still going to be a Hong Kong China line out.
Okay, on the line, please.
Yeah, just about to say that, Ash. A lot of box
17
kicks with
on the
only a
line,
minute to
please.
go. I'm not sure that's going to do it for Hong Kong. Need to look after the ball.
They need the ball in hand here. They've got to put some phases together. And that is a really unfortunate area from Jude Harding. The young man balking in the line out. You know we can't do that. Just looks like a miscommunication in the line out, and Brazil opting to go for the scrum, eating up that clock and starting to look like a bridge too far, Jamie.
That's the same
Yeah, line-out really hasn't functioned in the second half. I haven't given them a platform for Hong Kong to launch any sort of attack. Brazil being very smart here, winding down the clock as you would hope they would do. I'm going to go to the sky again, try and test our back three.
Okay.
They've opted for the kick option instead of the scrum, and that's the full-time hooter with Guy Spanton trying to get that one, but it goes up onto the Brazilian side. And all they need to do now is get this one out, and that is going to be all she wrote. The Brazilians, too good down here at the Hong Kong Football Club, winning this first of 2 series, 23 points to 10 in a hotly contested match. And both teams playing some good rugby, but at the end of the day, the clinical performance of the Brazilians, winning the territory battle, winning the aerial battle, and the battle up front. Hong Kong China looked good with ball in hand, but just not enough today to get the results.
Yeah, you can see how much it means to the Brazilians, obviously coming off that defeat in the summer to Hong Kong over in South America. So a lot of happy faces out there. But you're right, Ash, they just did the basics better today. I think Brazilians cut down on their errors, better in the set piece, better in the kicking battle, and really made Hong Kong pay for all the errors that Hong Kong made in today's match.
They definitely do, but we have another test match coming up next week. So Hong Kong China are going to be going back to the drawing board and have a look at the small errors that they made here today. That meant that they couldn't win this contest, and there's a lot to learn from this test match, and they're going to grow from it and be in for a massive contest down at Kai Tak Stadium next week.
Yeah, lots of positives for Hong Kong in today's match. Lots of endeavour, lots of creativity, and when they got it right, as we saw in that match, they executed really, really well. It's just that first part, that first foundation, the basics of the set piece, the kicking. If they can turn that right, I think we'll have a positive result next week.
As you see the captain there, Ferrer, my apologies, Jalado Diaz, he did so much today, really led the team well. He was getting involved with all the ball carries, and they'll be pretty happy with how they performed, this Brazilian side. It's a big ask to come halfway across the world with only a short turnaround to play a well-structured Hong Kong China team, but they got the better of them today.
Yeah, sometimes that benefits teams, doesn't it? When you're travelling away, you come together as a group, and I think that's certainly showed here today for Brazil. Not had the time on the ground, but definitely had the time together before they travelled away. So yeah, huge result here for Brazil.
Definitely, and a lot of these Brazilians actually play their club rugby together in the South America Super Rugby competition with the Brazilian team, the Cobras. So they've had a lot of experience to understand their connections, understand what makes this team click, and they did enough today to get the wood over the home side, Hong Kong China. Now we're going to cross over to all the highlights of this test match. And here's the early phases of the game today, with Nate Terry just banging over a cool, calm 3 points early in this test match. And Hong Kong looking dominant in the early stages. Then Brazil's scrum, very powerful, and doing enough to retaliate with another 3 points. And again, we see that domination at scrum time, and the boot of the educated Zartrinkes just banging them over points from anywhere in the Hong Kong China half.
He really was the difference today, wasn't he? He controlled the game so well. Massive boot, got points on the board, and really penned Hong Kong back into their own half.
100%, and not only was he fantastic off the tee, but he got the wood on Hong Kong China in the territory battle. But this here was great work from Matt Worley, and he's so hard to keep away from the try line with all the pace. And that's another penalty there. And Zartrinkes swinging it over once again. This was probably my try of the day, Jamie. Really good interplay here from Brazil as they work down that short side, the big lock forward. Ferreira Oliveira making the difference. And then the hooker, the header.
Yeah, Brazil's so hard to stop within that first 5 meters of the try line.
And that was the last penalty there. As we are now going to cross over to the captain of Brazil, Kelber Gelado Diaz, to have his post-match thoughts.
Congratulations, Kleber Felipe, on a great win, 23-10 over Hong Kong today. Just talk us through your thoughts on the match and obviously your feelings right now.
Então, Gelado, para falar bem como é que é o teu pensamento do jogo, o que tu achou do jogo e como é que tá se sentindo agora.
O sentimento agora é de felicidade. Ganhar um jogo fora de casa é sempre muito bom. Do jogo em geral, o primeiro jogo a gente teve uma disciplina melhor. Colocamos eles sempre sob pressão no campo deles. No segundo tempo, a gente defendeu muito bem, igual o primeiro. Porém, a gente fez penais bobos que trouxeram sempre a gente dentro das nossas 22. Mas a gente soube defender bem e aqui evitar os penais e sair em momentos importantes do jogo que abaixaram a moral do time adversário e levantaram a nossa. Então isso foi muito importante.
So first, the feeling is amazing. Of course, we are happy winning away. It's always great. And about the game, the first half we defended really well and had a lot of discipline. Second half, a little bit of indiscipline that put us in our 22 many times. However, we could defend well inside and not allow many points.
And just talking about the second half, rather tight on the scoreboard at half-time. Impact from the bench. You must be happy with the second half and obviously the substitutes that came on and their impact.
Sobre o segundo tempo, né, o primeiro tempo acabou com o placar apertado, no segundo a gente conseguiu abrir a vantagem. Então, falar como é que foi o segundo tempo, como é que foi o impacto dos jogadores vindo do banco.
Os jogadores vindo do banco mantiveram a intensidade do time alta e os jogadores que estavam cansados, que se manteram no jogo, com a atitude dos caras que entraram, tentaram elevar a energia e manter o mesmo nível. Foram importantes, apesar de a gente fazer muito penal. No momento que a gente estava no campo deles, a gente pontuou. Perdemos alguma oportunidade sim dentro das 22 deles, mas a gente pontuou e esses pontos que a gente fez foram importantes para distanciar o placar e colocar ele sob pressão. E nesse momento a gente se manteve pleno e conseguiu fazer boa defesa e no momento que tinha que fazer 3 pontos, 5 pontos, 2 pontos, a gente conseguiu concluir.
So of course the impact players played a big role in the second half. They brought a lot of energy to the team. So the guys that were already in the game and were getting tired, they looked to the side and saw someone with so much energy, and that drove them to keep it up the pace. Of course, we had a little issues with indiscipline in the second half. However, when we were attacking, we were able to capitalize in the opportunities that we had to score.
Congratulations once again, and we look forward to seeing both teams back here at Kai Tak Youth Sports Ground next weekend for match 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To be honest, I could leave that and pick that up at 10
That was the winning captain today, Kelber Gelado Diaz, and what a magnificent performance from him and this Brazilian side. 23 points, plays Hong Kong's 10 for them to get the victors, and setting us up nicely for an impressive second test match coming right up here next weekend down at the Kai Tak Junior Sports Stadium. Jamie, really impressive performance from Brazil.
Yeah, really impressive. As we've touched on before, strong basics, strong ball carries, and it sets up a really tasty encounter next week at Kai Tak. Fantastic facility over there, and it'll be a great game. Hopefully we can all see you down there.
Make sure you tune in right here at the exact same time, and thank you so much for listening into our coverage, and have a good night.